Hi, I'm Nagdan Ansari. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can pass a list to a HTML5 extension and how you can use all of the GameMaker functions in a HTML5 extension. So without any further ado, let's begin. So in last video, what we have done, we passed a map to our HTML5 extension and we access it and we show it in console.log. Now I'm going to show you how you can send a list, or you can create a function that you can access to a list in GameMaker. Okay, so for that, let's just create a function in here. I want to call it, for example, send list over UDP, for example, because we want to use all of this function for creating our NFT game with GameMaker, right? So it needs a list. And know that we have this function, let's just copy its name, go to our extension in GameMaker, add another function. I want to call it send list or UDP. It should be exactly the same name that we put in this JavaScript file, okay? And we need some help as well, so let's just do it like this. It needs a list, so put the list in there. It needs just one argument of double, because when we create a list, it will give us an ID, right? So again, let's just go here. And instead of creating using this send map over UDP, let's just delete everything. I want to call this, let's just create a variable. I want to call this my list, okay? And we say ds list create, and with that we create it. And at the end we say ds list destroy. We give it our ID my list, and now we can add some value to this list with ds list add, and we can add some value to it. So first of all, it needs ID of our list and it needs some values. So for example, test1, test2, like this, right? And after that, we can use send list or UDP and give it our list that we just create. Okay, now that we are done with this, let's just go to our extension in here, and like we did it for our map, you know that whatever function you have in here, you can have it in here as well by using this GMS API. So let's just copy and paste it in here, dot, and in here, for example, I want to use this function, ds list find value, okay? And with this function, we can find a value. For example, value number 0 is our test. So this function will return test01, okay? So let's just copy this function name, Control C to copy it, and after that, delete it in here, and in here, paste it in here. First of all, we should give it the ID of our list, that is list. And for example, we want to in the value that is in position number 0, that is test01, okay? The test01 is at the index number 0, and test02 is at the index number 1. So when we put 0 in here, it should give us test01, okay? So let's just put it in a variable in here. I want to create a variable. My first input, for example, is equal to this. Now with console.log, we can show it, right? Value number 0 is plus, in here we say my first input, okay? So with that, now let's just run our game to see if it's working or not. Let's just open up our developer tools like this, and when we click in here, you can see it says value number 0 is test01. And if we change this to, for example, value number 1 and change it in here, it should give us value number 1, okay? Just don't forget to save it first, and after that, run our game again. Again, open up the developer tools in here. Whenever we click wherever, it says value number 1 is test02. And now you know how you can access a list, how you can access map, and how you can use all the functions that is in GameMaker in a HTML5 extension. And with that, we need one more step to start our NFT game. And that step is how we can send back data to an async event in GameMaker. So please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to help me, hit that like button as well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.